Hey guys, it's Kirk here from AcidBite, and today I am going to show you how to use our punch hole pre-built transitions in DaVinci Resolve. This pack has actually been out for a little while, but a lot of you guys requested that we rebuild the transitions for DaVinci Resolve, and we've done it, so now I'm going to explain how to use them. So you can see I've already got a project ready here and a timeline with 2 clips on it. My timeline is in HD, but you will use the same exact system for any resolution. So the first thing you want to do is keep everything nice and organized. So let's make a new bin and call it punch hole transitions, or whatever simple name you prefer. So next we want to open up the folder that we downloaded from AcidBite. And we'll have our assets folder here, and in that you will see the DaVinci Resolve folder. And inside here you're going to have your 7 different warp files. You just want to select those and drag them over into the newly created punch hole bin. So since we created these clips on another computer, than the one you're using with a different folder structure, you might have to help DaVinci actually locate them. So what you might need to do is do select folder here, and then go into your downloads and say, hey DaVinci, it's this asset folder. That's where you can find all of these new files that you're missing. Now it's a little annoying, but DaVinci will probably ask you like 5 or 6 times, but it'll remember the file location, so just keep hitting enter every time this pop-up window comes up. Yeah, that's it. So you'll see that a lot of different assets have been imported at this point, and you can use any of those for your edit as overlays or using various blending modes. But what's important for us right now are these 7 warp assets. And each of these is essentially a pre-built transition with its own timeline. And we have some temp footage in here so that you can actually preview it. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, so you get something like that. Now, what we want to do is select all of the clips in this timeline. And we want to go up here to the Edit tab and come down to Copy. And of course you can use shortcuts for this, but I'm just going to show you this way to make it simple. You want to go back to your original timeline and put the cursor between your 2 clips. Now, if you have in and out points already on this timeline, you might need to delete them or set the in point to this cut between the clips to get everything to paste correctly, but this is where you want the cursor. So then let's just paste that, and you can see that it actually cut a little chunk out of my footage here because it went on the first video layer, but that's fine for the purpose of this tutorial. I'm just going to move this up and extend my footage here so that we have the same cut. So this is an important thing here. This test footage, this is the template, right? So that composite mode is set to foreground. And you want to take your second clip here and move it up to replace this test footage, line it up exactly where it was, and then also change your composite mode, go all the way down to foreground. So your transition is pretty much half done at this point. The next step that you can do is click on this other piece of test footage and disable it if you want, and then at this point the transition is actually finished. But again, this is a template, so this is here for a reason. So this is here because we like to add a little lens distortion effect to our first piece of footage in this transition. You can't exactly copy that effect or the keyframes directly from my clip to yours, but it's here as a guideline, so you can look through each frame and see what we're doing with that effect. But I'll show you real quick how to do it. Go to OpenFX and find the lens distortion, and then just grab that and drag it right onto your clip. So first just go up and zero out all of these distortion controls, and then we're going to put the cursor right at the beginning of the transition and activate our keyframes, and then go to the end of the transition and activate keyframes again, and really crank it up. Now you can totally delete the test footage and you're going to have something like this. So as you can see, you're getting this really cool lens distortion effect happening here. But there is another thing you can do to enhance this image a little bit, and I'll come into the lens distortion effect controls and just start to like play with the position to cause even more unusual distortion. And yeah guys, I mean, it's that easy. We really like this pack. We actually use it a lot in our own editing, in our own personal work. We're really excited to see what you guys come up with. I want to say thank you again so much for downloading. We really appreciate all the support, and I will talk to you next time.